Hey guys, that Anime Gamer Guy here, and the one thing I love more than video games is Godzilla. I've basically lived off Godzilla for about 14 years now. I still own the first Godzilla movie I've ever owned. The same copy that I've held on to for about 14 or 12 years. I'd like to say 14, yeah, let's say 14. I'm going to show you guys my collection, whether it be toys, movies, comics, anything of the like. Just so you know, I have multiple copies of the same movie just because I'm an avid collector. And what the fuck? So I'm going to be showing you guys my Godzilla collection, so let's get started. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Get a good look at that. This is the Monster Classic from Gateway Entertainment. Sponsored by Paramount, apparently. What in the world? So, next up, we have King Kong vs. Godzilla. As you can see, there's a big tear in the movie. Don't know where that came from. Oh my god. Okay, this is where it gets nostalgic. When I got this movie, there was no cover art or like a label for the VHS. So, when I was little, I took a pen and some paper, and I did this to the VHS. I made my own little label for it. Oh my god, the memories! Godzilla vs. Mothra from the Special Collector's set. Godzilla vs. Mothra. Okay? Godzilla vs. Monster Zero from the Special Home Video Entertainment Collection, also Paramount. What is going on? Next we have Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, or also known as Godzilla vs. Ebra, also known as Ebra, the Monster of the Deep. This is from Good Times Entertainment. Good Times Entertainment right there. The 1966 film. This movie was released in 1966. This VHS copy, I have no bloody idea! Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. I have a fun story about this one. This is actually, the first time I saw this was a rental on Hollywood Video. Basically I haven't seen it since. So when I found this VHS copy of the movie, I was like, oh my god! Now, what I mentioned before, the Godzilla movie that I've had for more than 14 years to this day. 14 years to this day. And haven't gotten rid of since. Godzilla's Revenge. I've had this movie for years, and this was practically the first Japanese Godzilla movie I've ever seen. The first Godzilla movie being the 1998 movie, which the thing about this movie is that it's very nostalgic for me. It's the same copy that I've had ever for like 12 years. The first Godzilla movie I've ever seen, the first Japanese version, and I still own it to this day. As you can see like the stains from my hands and whatnot. There's a piece of Big League Chew. Okay. Godzilla vs. Megalon. Again, there's some wear and tear there, but it's a Titanic tag team, Godzilla style. Well, let's freaking hope. Godzilla 1985. Oh my god. I don't know where I found this one, but either way, this is one of my favorite Godzilla movies. Easily one of the top 10, as you can see from my top 10 list that I've actually made on my channel. Check it out. Anyway. So yeah, this is from the 30th anniversary of Godzilla in Japan. It's known as Return of Godzilla, or just Godzilla in general. The return of, dang it. Raymond Burr! Which is the name that I so obviously didn't forget. Because I'm such a huge fan that it's not a name that I would forget. Okay, so there was a bit of an ordering problem there, because Godzilla 1985 appeared after Godzilla vs. Megalon, when really it was supposed to be Terror of Mechagodzilla, also from the digitally remastered Godzilla box set, which I do not own. Also, I did see the poster, but unfortunately I was foolish enough to take it out of the stinking thing, which I instantly regret, because it got tore up pretty badly. This, again, is one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time, mainly because I really enjoy the Titanosaurus monster. Even though this is the only movie that this monster showed up in, it's still a pretty interesting monster, so props to you. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah from the Heisei Collection, the Heisei era of Godzilla. This is when TriStar started taking over. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying the dub. Thank God for the dub.
Shall we report it, sir? What, that we're being invaded by little green men from outer space? Let's just keep it as our secret. You can tell your son about it when he's born, Major Spielberg.
Shall we report it, sir? What, that we're being invaded by little green men from outer space? Let's just keep it as our secret. You can tell your son about it when he's born, Major Spielberg.
Thank God for the dub. Godzilla and Mothra, the battle for Earth, wear and tear. How you doing? Well, this is also one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time. Don't know what's going on with Godzilla there. He looks like he's glowing in the dark. Godzilla 2000. Oh, yes, this right here. I have a story behind this one, too. This copy I purchased from a Hollywood Video about, I'd say, 2 years before they went out of business. As you can see, there's still some residue from the rent sticker. And then, wait, this is Blockbuster? What the heck happened to my Hollywood Video copy? Now for the other VHS tapes, which are copies of the other movies. Godzilla King of the Monsters, part of the other digitally remastered box set with Raymond Burr, which is the name that I obviously didn't forget earlier. Godzilla vs. Mothra, part of the digitally remastered version. Now this one I don't know how to explain. It's a new, it's as you can see, there's barely any wear and tear. That's because I've never actually played this tape, and I only opened it because I wanted to watch it, but after I opened it I realized, wait a minute, I have another copy of this. Why did I open it and ruin its relay value? Why did I do that? Godzilla versus the Sea Monster, Ebra, Monster of the Deep, part of the Godzilla's Greatest Challenge? Don't know why Godzilla's face looks like a frickin' cat there. Okay, don't know what this is doing here, but it's here. So this is episodes from the old Hanna-Barbera Godzilla TV show. One episode to be precise, episode The Firebird. I don't know why there's only one episode on this. I mean, I have a Ninja Turtles like VHS that held at least 3 or 4 episodes. I don't... Okay! Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is another version of that I have for some reason. I honestly don't know why I have 2 of these. Anyway, okay, now this has to be the oldest Godzilla VHS I own. From what I've seen on the back, this VHS is from 1985. This is the 1976 Godzilla vs. Megalon in the 1980s VHS from Good Times. Yeah, it's the classic one when Godzilla's standing on the Twin Towers. Take a look at that. Okay, now we're entering the special VHSs. Now, I don't have the box for this, but this is the Godzilla collection that has the picture of Godzilla on the side. I'm only missing Godzilla vs. Gigan for this set. This consists of Godzilla 1985, though there's a picture of the Showa Godzilla on there for some reason. Ghidra, the three-headed monster, which I have not shown to the camera yet. Mainly because I didn't want to put it up here because it goes against the pictures. So this is Ghidra, the three-headed monster, another one of my favorites because it introduced King Ghidorah, one of Godzilla's most famous nemeses. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Again, didn't want to put it up here because it skewed the pictures. Son of Godzilla. Okay, you know the story. Didn't put it up there because it skewed the picture. Blah, 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 blah. Another Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, though. This one comes in the solid plastic container. King Kong versus Godzilla from the 35th anniversary edition of, Good Times? If you look at the side, they have the 1985 Godzilla on the side there with the King Kong Lives, or the first remake of King Kong on the side there. When on the bottom you yet again have that same King Kong, yet it's fighting the Showa Godzilla. Mix and match! Oh my god, another Godzilla versus the Sea Monster? How many of these do I have, dang it? Now once again, this is from a... Okay, so this is my first time actually looking at the little top there. Apparently this is not just Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, but it's a double feature of Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster and Godzilla vs. Megalon. What in the world? Speaking of double feature, here's the Godzilla double feature that features Godzilla 1985 and Godzilla vs. Megalon. Moving right along. Well, over here we have the DVDs and Blu-rays, moving on to new territory. We have the Godzilla and Other Monsters. Cult classic bonus, Godzilla versus Bambi, plus the music video Godzilla Rap. Wait, what? So basically this is a compilation of different movie trailers, and also it comes with a little, there's also a little documentary in there as well. This one is the newest addition to my collection, which is Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's also the newest Godzilla movie I own that's been released. Godzilla King of the Monsters from the original Godzilla movie classic. This comes with two DVDs? Two DVDs? Yes, two DVDs, which include Godzilla King of the Monsters and Gojira, the original Japanese version with subtitles. One thing I have a gripe about this is that on the back, right there at the top, right there, you notice something wrong about that number there? You notice something wrong about that number? 1964? No! No! The special features that includes the original 1954 Godzilla and the 1955, look at it, it says 56. 56! US theatrical release, along with audio commentary, making of the suit, story development featurette, original theatrical trailer, and English subtitles. Godzilla's Revenge from the Godzilla Collection DVD box set with that little neon sign thing, which I do not have. So this is the closest I've had. I actually had the, Rodan stashed somewhere around here, but I don't have that right now. Godzilla versus Gigan.
Listen, folks, I have to apologize.
From the 50th anniversary re-releases that I'm trying to purchase every single one of them. I already have, a few that are on hold on Amazon right now. Meet the Cyborg of the Century? He's a cyborg? I thought it was some weird alien bird thing. Oh my god! Now, I've been meaning to buy another copy, which I'm going to do. This is Godzilla vs. Biollante from the previous, newest release of the movie. Get a good look at the disc there. The reason why I'm buying another one is because this one stopped working. I noticed that when I took out the disc, this didn't happen when I bought it, but as you can see, if you can kind of see, there's like a ring, like a scratch ring going around the disc, the outer perimeter of the disc, which ruined the entire disc. I think it's because I had a defective DVD player at the time, I don't know, but I have a newer one, so maybe this mistake won't happen again. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Now, this is part of a double feature DVD, as you can plainly see. I've had this for years too, but as you can see, it got all kinds of scratched, because when I was younger, I was a DVD killer. This one's also recent. This one I got from Walmart. It's a triple feature. Godzilla and Mothra Battle for Earth, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, and Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, or Godzilla GMK. So basically, with this, we got Godzilla vs. Mothra and Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah on the same disc, when Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack is on its own separate disc. Which I can understand. I prefer it that way because these things are bull. Because no matter what you do, you always end up touching the the disc. It's just a pain in the butt. Now, this is what pains me of being a Godzilla collector, cause you notice how I got that on VHS? Well, I have it on DVD. Not just that, but I have it again on DVD, but this one is the Monster Edition. God damn it, Broderick. The only upside that movie had. The only upside. This TV series. I freaking love this TV series. Screw the movie, only watch the TV series. I don't care if you're confused by the first episode, just know Godzilla died at the end of that one. If you can even call it that. This series is what Godzilla is. Godzilla fighting monsters. I don't care if he's the stinking pet of frickin' Nyctotopolous worm dude. This is more Godzilla than Godzilla! Godzilla 2000 on DVD. I just had to. I had to! Godzilla Final Wars. This is a good one. 50th anniversary release. Released on the 50th anniversary. They were quick to release this in America. Come the 50th anniversary, they were really quick. Now this is what I'm talking about. First one up on the Toho Godzilla Collection is Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, Godzilla and Mothra. Next we have Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. I've yet to get Godzilla vs. Destroyer and Godzilla vs. Mechaguirus, but I plan to soon. Godzilla 2000 with the Japanese version. Godzilla, Giant Monsters All Out Attack with Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, also known as Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 3. Godzilla Tokyo SOS with Godzilla Final Wars. I swear to God, they knew what they were doing when they were making the last two eras of Godzilla. They have the posters in the back too, which is freaking awesome. Need to watch these again, especially considering I just hooked up a VHS player in my room. I can watch all of these all over again. So that's my Godzilla movies. Moving on to the toys. Now, I've only got the Godzilla figures, only the Godzilla portion of the figures on the shelf because it symbolizes Godzilla. We're gonna get to all that later. All that stuff that's in the camera, not these I'm gonna do right now, but all this later. Right here I have the Showa Godzilla from the second Showa era. Look, his gums overlap his teeth. Look at that. Godzilla Jr. from Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Oh God, look at him. Look at him! Burning Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Destroyer, the father of Godzilla Jr. Heisei Godzilla is the father of this baby Jr. Godzilla from the Heisei series. Also, well, this Godzilla is specifically from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, but I don't care. This Godzilla is still cool. One of my favorite Godzillas ever, Godzilla from Godzilla GMK. Oh, I just thought this one looked cool. Its real title is Ghost Godzilla, because this Godzilla is made up of the spirits of all of the people from Hiroshima, which is why he has nuclear breath in the movie. Godzilla from Godzilla Final Wars. Now, he's missing his tail. I'm still looking for that, but he's still so cool. Now, note I said only the specific Godzilla figures. The rest of my Godzilla stuff is in this here bag. Godzilla from the 90s toy line. Smaller Godzilla from the Godzilla 90s toy line. This one has a button that makes him roar, but it's broken because he's so old. Violante from the Godzilla 90s toy line. I think this one I think goes with this little one. Yeah, that's a good size comparison. Miscellaneous Godzilla. I say miscellaneous because it's bigger miscellaneous Godzilla. Get a good look at him. I've had him for years too. Anguirus from Final Wars. King Ghidorah from GMK. He's missing part of his tail. I'm still looking for that too. Wait, what are you? Get the heck out of here.
Little Destroyer! Look at him, he's so small.
Look me up. Rainbow Mothra from Rebirth of Mothra number 1 and 2 and 3. Space Godzilla. Get a good look at him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now I must confess that some of my toys are not in the best physical shape, but as you can see, this Destroyer is missing part of his wings, but at least his tail's still there, unlike most of my figures. And then probably the most disappointing figure is this Hedra, mainly because he has no articulation. He's basically just a blob of plastic. I mean, seriously, Bandai? What the heck? So that covers the figures and the movies. Now we're moving on to this. I made an entire mantle for the 2014 movie. All this was basically before the movie came out, except for that. So here we have the NECA figure, which looking cool. Look at that articulation. Oh my god. Now I like to keep the little stamps and just place them in front of them, as you can see, which I did with this Godzilla. But either way, this is still here. Ah, Deadpool. Okay, so this is the DVD that I got. I'm still trying to get a Blu-ray and the special edition Blu-ray because it's a Blu-ray and DVD. People are getting lazy with DVD covers. Godzilla Awakening, the prequel comic book. Oh, that looks cool. It's like that alien symbol. Look inside. Look at that. The art. The art. The art! We have the mini Bandai figures with the back. There's the Muto. There's Godzilla. There's the buildings. There's the background from the NECA figure. And, we have the big Godzilla. The giant 12-foot tall Godzilla. Here's a piece of the cardboard from it with the symbol. Now that is the movie stub. That's the stub from my ticket that I used to get into the movie about 2 years ago. I'm gonna say 2 years because May is just around the corner. 5/16/14, right there, the day the movie came out. Oh crap! I dropped it. This is the happy Godzilla, because he's so dang happy to see ya. Here we have the Godzilla poster. Now, yeah, as you can see, or probably not see, there's a hole right there because one of my friends shot a BB gun in here, ricocheted off the wall and hit my poster. Needless to say, he's no longer among the living. Here we have the classic one that's just his tail, which is the photo that I most recognized when I was preparing for the movie and worshipped over an open flame. Moving on, we have the comic books. I have one of the original Marvel comics, Battle Beneath 8th Avenue. Godzilla shrinks down to the size of a rat, and he does battle with a sewer rat in the sewer. This thick bag, is nothing but Godzilla. Some of the series that I have in here are complete, so just roll with it. Here I have the Godzilla in Hell comic books, issue 1, 2, 3, and 4. Godzilla Cataclysm, issue number 5. Godzilla Rulers of Earth, issue 19. Godzilla Gangsters and Goliaths, the paperback. Pretty cool. It's a pretty good read, though I wish there was more Godzilla in the comic. Another classic Marvel Godzilla, which is Star Sinister. What the hell just fell over there? Oh, that's the stub to the movie. The stinking Godzilla in space. Ready for this? Godzilla versus Charles Barkley. It's real! Godzilla versus Charles Barkley. Godzilla King of the Monsters versus Bertanus. That right there is Bertanus, and it is an ugly looking monster. Godzilla, the Half-Century War, issue 1, 2, 3, and 4. Notice a pattern here? I'm running in 4s here. What the heck is going on with the 4s, man? Now, there's one more Godzilla comic, but I can't seem to find it. It's Godzilla Kings of Earth, but it's called Godzilla Kings of Earth. So yeah, that was basically my Godzilla collection, and the reason why I shared all this is because this is basically therapeutic for me having a YouTube channel. It gives, people, sharing my opinion and whatnot. No criticism. No criticism, please. And, I will see you guys next time.